Cbeebies Bedtime Story.
Oh, hey. I'm Ben. How was your day? I hope you had a really good, happy day. But you know, from time to time, we all have a bad day, don't we? Tonight's bedtime story is about a little girl whose day starts badly and, well, it gets worse and worse. You ready to hear all about it? And this story is called My Big Shouting Day. It's by Rebecca Patterson. Yesterday, I woke up and Bob was crawling around my room, licking my jewellery. So I shouted, "Get out of my room!" And that was the start of my big shouting day. Then I came downstairs and I saw that egg. I cried and cried and I said, "I can't eat that!" And Mummy said, "You could eat it last week. Look at Bob eating his mashed banana." After the terrible egg, I didn't like my shoes either. So I took them off all by myself, shouting, "No shoes!" And then we had to go shopping. And Mummy said, "Please stop wriggling, Bella." But I couldn't stop wriggling. And in the end, I shouted, "Get me out!" Mummy said, "You will give Bob an earache, and you're giving me a headache." And Bob poked me and said, "Ear." At lunchtime, Sasha and her mummy came to play and to have some peanut butter and grapes and a biscuit, but my biscuit broke! Then I couldn't play nicely, and I kept saying, "No! You can't be princesses!" And in the end, Sasha and her mummy went home. In the afternoon, it was my ballet lesson. I said, "Ballet is too itchy!" But I was a bit loud, and Mrs. Clark stopped playing the piano, and Miss Louisa said,
"Dear, oh dear. Perhaps you should sit in the corner then."
On the way home, we met the lady who lives next door, and she said that Bob was the sweetest thing she'd seen all day. And then she said, "And how is Bella?" I was a long way behind, so I had to shout, "I have a hurting foot!" And Mummy said, could I keep my voice down and could I please stop lying on pavements? Then it was time for my tea and my bath, but those peas were too hot! And our bath was too cold! And I was too wet! And it was too minty! After that, I rolled and rolled and said, "No bed! No, no! No, no bed! No, no!" And Mummy said,
"Well, I think someone needs to go to bed."
but I rolled all over my room and then I rolled into Bob's room and I said, "Bed is for babies!" And then I yawned, a little yawn. And then I crawled into my room and Mummy said, "Who wants a story?" And I said, "Nobody!" But she came into my room anyway and we cuddled up and had my best story about fairies and cake. I yawned again and I said very quietly, "Today was a big shouting day, Mummy. Sorry." And she kissed me goodnight and said,
I know. We all have those days sometimes. But perhaps you'll be more cheerful tomorrow.
and I was cheerful all day long.
That story was called
My Big Shouting Day.
It was, wasn't it? It was very big and incredibly shouty. But you know what? In the end, a good night's sleep made all the difference, didn't it? It's time for you to have a good night's sleep now. So you know what? I'll say night-night. And off you go to bed. I'll see you soon for another bedtime story. Good night.